Hi everyone, Andy here from Fit Body Strong Mind. Today's video is going to be really simple. There are so many people out there who are trying to lose weight. In fact, I'm going to change that. There are so many people out there who are trying to lose body fat. And actually, losing body fat is really simple. In fact, for effective fat loss for 90% of people, there's only 3 golden rules that you need to remember. And if you adhere to these 3 golden rules consistently, I guarantee you will burn fat, you will burn body fat. Now there's a small percentage of the population who may need advanced strategies. If you've got diabetes or issues with insulin and chronically high blood sugar, you may need some advanced strategies. But for 90% of people, what I'm about to tell you will work if you just apply it consistently. So 3 golden rules for fat loss. 3 golden rules, very simple. The first one is it has to be that you must be in a calorie deficit, which means you must be taking in less calories than you burn. Very simple. You cannot lose weight without this, because if your body has more energy than it is using, it will store it. It's very simple. Now, you'll have lots of arguments from people in the paleo world and things like that who will say, but it's not calories in versus calories out. It depends what you eat. It's about lowering your carb intake. Yes, all those things affect the amount of calories that you burn and the amount of body fat that you can burn. But in the end, it's still about calories in versus calories out, no matter what way you look at it. So a calorie deficit. Now yes, you'll have to understand and know a formula so that you can work out how many calories you burn, but it's quite simple. And then you'll have to track and measure how many calories you are consuming. It's unfortunately necessary if you want definite and exact results. So the second thing is sufficient protein. Sufficient protein. Now, number 1, calorie deficit, that ensures that you lose weight. If you're burning more calories than you consume, you'll lose weight. Rules 2 and 3 are what ensure that the weight you lose is fat. So the first one is sufficient protein. So if you're losing weight through a calorie deficit, protein is one of the ways that you ensure that the weight you lose is fat, because it maintains your skeletal muscle. So, and it tells your body that, yes, even though it's losing weight, that weight should be fat and not muscle. If you don't eat sufficient protein, your body might well chew up some of your muscle tissue for energy, particularly over time. But consuming enough protein means there's enough amino acids in the bloodstream that the body will not have to do that. It won't have to chew into its muscle to gain energy. So that's number 2. And number 3 is lift heavy weights. And it does a very similar job to what number 2 does, but it adds an extra few benefits. So lifting weights tells your body again that what it's to do when you're in a calorie deficit is take energy from your fat tissue and not from your muscle. If you lift weights, it means that your body has to maintain your muscle tissue in order to retain its strength. You're basically teaching your body to stay strong, stay muscular, even when it's losing weight. And therefore the weight that is lost is going to be fat. Not only that, but lifting weights keeps your bone density high. So when you're in a calorie deficit, obviously the body's losing strength. But if you lift weights, it means you're going to keep high bone density. It's going to keep the integrity of your muscle structure, and it's so important. And not only that, but sufficient protein also means that you don't have to struggle when you're in a calorie deficit with deprivation or starvation or anything like that, because protein is the macronutrient that keeps us full. And therefore, if we're dieting, then hopefully we're not going to feel like we're constantly deprived all the time, if protein's keeping us feeling full. So those are the 3 golden rules. Calorie deficit ensures that you lose weight. sufficient protein and lifting heavy weights are the two things that make sure the weight that is lost is body fat and not muscle. And that's without even going into the details of the extra calories that weightlifting can burn, and the fact that weightlifting in itself puts you in a very fat burning state for the next 24-48 hours. So there's the 3 golden rules. Those are all you have to adhere to if you're determined to burn body fat but really struggling. Make sure these 3 things are locked in good, and if you do consistently, you will see results. There's no doubt about it. Thanks for watching.